Hello, I'm Uban Rascaban, and now we are going to try to get 3 sheets Dutong. Very, very drunk.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
You own this tea house?
I am 3 Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
I wanted to ask you some questions.
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
Don't be stupid. You saw what this man did to those sailors. He'd leave you broken and bleeding on the floor, and I have no one to clean up the mess. Forgive my guy. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake. I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking.
That isn't acceptable. Okay, goodbye.
Yes, good. Go away. I haven't even started to feel the effects of my wine yet, and you're already giving me a headache.
So he's not quite drunk enough yet.
You should speak.
Let's send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial Seasoned Spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial Seasoned Spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Alright. So, let's give the Imperial Season Spirits
1 drink for Master Dutong.
and give him 2 of those.
1 drink.
Yeah, I'll be back in a
Good,
bit.
good. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat.
So let's see how he is now.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. What can I do for you, my friend?
Let's talk about the rich you showed Mother Crown.
The writ? Why waste time on such a dry and boring subject, my friend? Can't you see the drink is flowing? Look at how busy my tea house is. Isn't it glorious? Put the writ out of your mind and join the party.
He's not drunk enough yet. Alright, let's send him some peasant's wine.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be back in a
Good,
bit.
good. We'll get him to...
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 Sheets Dutong?
He's obviously depressed. Let's talk about the writ.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Okay. Let's be intimidating because we have a very good intimidation score.
Yes, I'm a worm. A filthy snake. I'm a worthless, wretched worm.
Intimidating indeed.
Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
God, oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh, that stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Yes, you told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Kwan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Kwan is such a nice old lady, just not sure what to do.
You discussed me, Tong. We won't sell Mother Quan. What would the point of me doing this be if I just wanted to blackmail him for silver? It just seems kind of pointless to another yet. He disgusts me.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her Teahouse back.
After all, how on earth could we...
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have Old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her Teahouse back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
After all, how on earth could I condone forgery? It's just going to screw me over in the end, isn't it?
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice...
Tong to it was a forgery.
A forgery? Are you certain?
Tong confessed. The Teahouse is yours, Ian.
That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the Teahouse is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her Teahouse is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
Hooray! It was nothing. I was glad to help.
I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Hooray! More open palmness and a hell of a lot of experience. So we're definitely starting to see the effects of me being nice with all the blue glows being around me. And we need less than 2,000 experience to reach the next level. Sarcasm ended, let's move on. Save the poor man from certain death. If I go the right way, I think. Peasants, sheep, goats.
If Captain Ing can't get the ship out soon, there'll be a mutiny. A right bloody one, too.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
Oh, the long drought, you have the fucking...
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Hey? What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Why, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood.
Tell me about the flood.
18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the Great Dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the Great Dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed.
What happened?
The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising.
Go on.
The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the Imperial City. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never know.
No one here will talk about the ruins.
The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened.
I saw my ruins over here, though. They're not underwater.
A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back.
Oh dear.
I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten.
So why hasn't anyone closed the gates?
Oh, we don't know how. We're simple people, and the Great Dam is not a simple thing. They say there is magic involved in its construction.
Oh dear. Thank you for telling me your story.
Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Okay, so we know that this has been quite a bad and awful case.
Pretty.
Hoe afweer zijn ork van hier ook. Ook zeer sa feet kup was arkiel.
Oh dear. Come back with my sword.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Oh dear, this is not looking good.
Koni on you tashika wheel for your
What?
satara pony?
You're just gonna let these walk through?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Oh dear, this is not going well. There's a beggar. There's a merchant.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you?
That's a lot to see in just a glint.
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand.
I don't know where to put it, I guess.
Could I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
And he's taking me to a farmer. Do you sell wind maps?
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's landing, they took all the wind maps with them.
Oh dear.
There are those who say... but it is not important.
Tell me.
Some say that Death's hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire.
Makes sense.
However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him.
Oh dear. So no one has Wind's map except for the Death's Hand.
I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there. But I do not have any, nor do I know anyone who has one.
Let me see your wares.
I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fishnets, and superb boat scrubbers.
Do you have anything useful, like weapons or magical items?
I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
You don't have anything. I actually have anything I don't do.
I am glad to hear you say what I was thinking.
A completely unfair assertion. After all, who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it?
I think I'm done speaking with you.
Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell.
The problem is, don't want to spend on the items you have. This guy, on the other hand, he may have something interesting.
Konionuyu, kokir tatasina. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pirni wonun.
Oh dear. So the sailors have stolen most of his goods. So, what have they taken?
Wonoir efuir uk sunorfonir sier sisitu. Sata afsoir uk napir anihir ninpir.
Oh dear. Okay, so it's just food.
Owo sair uyukap tandarunano, wo tarwair shathir owo.
Tong.
Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksir finopifu.
Is there something I could do to help?
Wonoir efuir uk sunorfonir sier sisitu. Sata afsoir uk napir anihir ninpir.
I need to beef the crap out of these sailors.
Usosir utak tarwair shathir owosu.
I'll go talk to Tong for you.
Wo quair ano uyu, kubkithir soso wawer wakwakir toir wo. Wo kausoir noka wo tarwail shaksiro finopifu.
He'll give me a discount if I get him back this clay figurine. It's quite useful. So this book. Pause it if you wish to read. I get experience. Yeah. Okay. So this is Minister Sheng.
It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger.
Yes, I'm a difficult stranger.
Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What kind of problems do you have?
This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Is there anything that can be done?
Well, not by me. I cannot act against that horrible assassin Lim who opened the Great Dam. I'm not supposed to even say his name, but I am desperate for a solution. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
So why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key.
Okay.
I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. The various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in.
Yep, he wants us to do
Strictly
that.
for interest's sake, of course.
Yep, he's pointing me in the direction he wants me to go. Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating.
Of course not.
I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Yeah, seems about right. And that's all I need to know. I'll see what can be done.
Yes, yes. Go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the great dam, and I never said that.
Yep, whatever you say. Alright, then. This has been Uban Rascaban. Goodbye.